Earlier this morning, North Carolina Governor Josh Stein hosted a news conference today for a bill signing. It was all to discuss some controversial bills. Three of them, in fact, didn't take any action on that, though. So among one of those controversies is allowing for people 18 and older to carry a concealed handgun without a permit. This differs from openly carrying a gun when the weapon is placed in a visible holster. Senate Bill 50, called Freedom to Carry NC, would eliminate the permit requirement for concealed carry, lower the age for carrying a concealed handgun from 21 to 18, remove the requirement for firearm safety training, and a background check. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes. So regardless of politically where you stand on that, talking about legal issues here, would eliminating that permit make it harder for law enforcement to distinguish, hey, this is a legal and an illegal concealed carry?
No, I don't think it would. I mean, the statute for, the standard for concealed carry is if it's closed, if it's concealed. If you have it concealed in that's a couple things. So I get folks that are charged with concealed carry all the time, and I tell them that it could be actually active concealment or constructive concealment. So constructive concealment will be in your vehicle. If you're in your car and it's in the glove box or in the middle console, that's concealment. Anywhere that it's in your reach that you can grab it, even if it's not concealed on your person, that's concealment. Now, if it's in the trunk, that's different. But typically, and you learn this in the class, because I actually have my concealed carry, they tell you if you're carrying, put it on the dash, put it where they can see it. So then you can let them know that, hey, there's my firearm, is right there, and I'm not concealing it. But a person that hasn't taken the concealed carry class wouldn't know that. So that's some of the things I have issue with the language of the statute, is that even if you're going to remove the requirement to have a concealed carry permit, maybe at least having folks required to take the class so they can be educated on what gun safety looks like. I mean, because we get these things in place because something happened. You know, we were having shootings, we were having whatever it was, and then they were like, we need to have a requirement that allow people to have this concealed carry. All right, put a class in place, allow you to go get some training, allow you to be in a position where you can understand the firearm that you're using, and now you can conceal it in a manner in which you aren't putting yourself or other people at danger. And so I think that's going to be the hold up with the governor. I think that this is falling in line with a number of other folks that are doing this. 30+ states have already done what we're attempting to do in North Carolina. So it's not unique, it's not novel, but this is an approach that I think they don't have the votes to override his veto if he does it.
Right. And I mean, you mentioned those other states that have already passed similar measures. Do we see any conflicts really with the federal level on this, and especially when things differ so much from state to state?
No, I mean, I think that's something else that you learn in that gun safety class, because what they'll teach you is that even if you have an ability to carry in your state, talking about the legal aspect of it, well, what state offers reciprocity with your state's concealed carry? So when I got mine, they said, hey, you can go to this state, but you can't go to this state because they won't give you full faith and credit. They won't honor your concealed carry. So if you attempt to conceal carry in their state without actually having a concealed carry permit through their state, then you can find yourself in trouble. So it leads to a lot of problems. I am actually in favor of some uniform national process as opposed to this state by state, because if you are an individual that wants to travel with their firearm, it does put you in a position where, okay, in North Carolina, I may be all right, but if I ride right down the road to South Carolina, I could be in trouble, and vice versa. Those are going to be the problems, and I think that's what they're trying to avoid here. I mean, there's some states that are just have no requirements. You don't need any permits. You don't need anything. You can open carry, you can conceal carry, and North Carolina is pushing in that direction. I'm somewhere in the middle with wanting to have education, but at least making sure that folks can have access to it and it's not delayed.
As a lawyer, do you foresee any issues in defending or prosecuting a case where you have these laws, some are looser, some are stricter? What kind of issues do you foresee in making cases out of this, or at least getting cases that come to you?
The hardest ones are where folks are coming from another state that don't recognize that your concealed carry didn't have reciprocity here, because they may have come to the state from visiting family, concealing their firearm on them daily in their own home state. So when they come here, they're just used to doing that, and then you get caught with concealing it. It's like, well, I thought I can use my concealed carry for this state. The other ones that I see are folks that may have taken the class, so taken the safety class, but then didn't go through the process of submitting it to the sheriff's department, actually getting your permit back. So they were like, hey, I took the class, I got my concealed carry, I can. Well, no, not necessarily. That's just one requirement. You took the class, now you have to submit it, now you have to be approved, then they'll do the background check. So typically that's what I would see. In this situation with this law, I don't think it would make it harder to get access to firearms. I just think that the process would remove the educational component.
All right. So again, that bill has not been signed. It's still under consideration by the governor, I should say. So we'll see what happens with that, Khalif. Thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.